I was playing basketball yesterday, and when I jumped for the jump shot, my headphones dropped and I landed on them and crushed them to death. I needed a new one. After I was done playing ball, I went to a tech shop to get a new one. Scanned a couple of brands of headphones, and a worker came up to me to help me. I told him I wanted something that is not chunky, and immediately he suggested the Open Run Open Air Bond from a brand called Shox. I knew there was a big hype around that. Then my eyes scanned the good old AirPods from Apple. They were more expensive, less practical for sports, and the worker that was helping me, his name was Jack, suggested I don't buy the AirPods. But being as dumb as I am, I bought the AirPods. Did I just buy them because I'm dumb? Maybe. But maybe I fell for a proven marketing tactic. This is what marketers call brand halo effect. It's that warm, positive feeling that lingers around one product and extends to other products, making you believe that if one thing is good, anything else in that brand must be good too. Since I was an avid user of their iPhone, which was their flagship product, that got me thinking their other products must be amazing too. How can you use it for your own benefit instead of falling for it every time? Start by mastering your hero product. A hero product is one product your brand is well known for. When customers fell in love with that product, their positive associations will transfer into your future offerings, even though your future offerings may not be as good as your flagship product. Highlight the positive reviews and testimonials of your hero product. This will also transfer into your future product launches. The rest of the marketing hacks will increasingly get better, especially you don't want to miss out on number 2 and number 1. I was in line at a coffee shop the other day, just planning to get a small coffee. You know, I keep it simple. But then I looked at the menu and saw the options. $3 for a small coffee, $7 for a medium, and $8 for a large. Suddenly the large seemed like a no-brainer. I mean, just for one extra dollar, so much more coffee, right? I didn't even think twice. I ordered the large one without hesitation. But then as I walked away, I realized something. I didn't need the large one. I was played by the decoy effect. The decoy effect, when the third option, like the medium coffee, nudges you to pick the more expensive option. It's not that the medium is supposed to sell. It's there to make the large one look like a better deal. I tell this to my clients who has a software product. They usually have a cheap option and a premium option. Once they add a decoy option in the middle, the sales of the expensive one increases like crazy. Key here is the price of the decoy product has to be closer to your more expensive option, but it has to offer drastically less value than your premium offer. For your business, you can just add a middle option that's close in price to your premium product but offer less value. This option acts as a decoy, pushing customers to your higher price product. I was in a big meeting last week and everything was going great until our CEO spilled coffee all over his shirt. It was awkward for a second, but then he cracked a joke about it, and suddenly everyone was laughing with him. Weirdly enough, the CEO seemed even more likable after this little blunder. That's, my friends, is the pratfall effect in action. Pratfall effect is a psychological phenomenon where making a small, harmless mistake will make you more likable and relatable. In fact, when people in position of power that seem flawless show a bit of vulnerability, it humanizes them and we like them more. Why do we exactly fall for this trap so easily? Well, humans are naturally drawn to authenticity. We love confidence, but perfect confidence can sometimes feel intimidating. When someone, especially someone we look up to, makes a small mistake, it breaks down that wall of perfection and makes them feel more approachable. Apply this to your products. If you admit a tiny flaw, whether it's a feature you're still improving or an honest review of your product's limitations, it makes your other claims more believable. Again, the last two are money makers. I suggest you still till the last one and you're gonna thank me later. I was shopping around for a gym membership the other day and I noticed something really interesting. One ad said, join for $50 a month, and another said, save $600 a year by joining today. Even though both deals are exactly the same, the second one, saving $600 a year, felt like a way better offer. That's the framing effect in action. The framing effect is a cognitive bias where people react to the information differently based on how it's presented. In my case, the gym membership cost didn't change at all, but the way the deal was framed made one option look like a way better deal. And here's the kicker, framing doesn't change the facts, just the perception of them. Our brains are wired to react differently to the information based on how it's presented. A product labeled 90% fat-free feels healthier than the one labeled contains 10% fat, even though they're exactly the same. You can also use framing with payments. Instead of saying your product costs $300 a year, say it's less than $1 a day. That small shift makes the price feel much more affordable. When I first moved to Australia, I didn't have a car. 4 years ago, I decided it was time. I looked online some dealerships and I noted 3 different dealerships. I went to one of them first. In each dealership, I had a couple of ideas what I was gonna look for. First dealership I went to, I was looking for a Mercedes-Benz because I had planned 2 more dealerships to go to. While I was looking at the car, the dealer walked towards me. We sat in the car and he asked me, "Sir, do you want to go for a test drive?" I said, "Sure." It was amazing. The smoothness of the steering wheel, the acceleration, etc. After the test drive, I immediately bought the car. Then I realized I was tricked once again by the endowment effect. If I didn't go for a test drive, I would have delayed the purchase and see the 2 other dealerships. The endowment effect is also a psychological bias, where people place more value on things simply because they own them, or they feel like they do. In my case, I felt like I owned the car because I just did the test drive. It's not about the product changing, it's about your perception changing about the product. So how you can use this endowment effect for your product? Simple. Just let your customers feel like they own the product before they actually do. Whether it's a test drive, in-store demos, or letting your customers customize your product online, the more you can get people to imagine or actually interact with the product, the more attached they will feel. This is why Apple stores will let you play with their products. They want you to feel the ownership connection with the products before you even buy it. So guys, let me know which one of those tactics you knew before and comment down below. Subscribe because I drop 3 digital marketing videos every single week. See you in the next one.